There's an investigation going on? I don't know anything really what's happening. My name is Insane Raven. I'm back. On another episode of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. I have a dog on me. My buddy. Who am I supposed to be talking to? What am I supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to look at the axe? Good time, good. I wanted to talk. What do you want to talk about?
So in other
I'd like
words,
to hear your alibi. Alibi?
in other words,
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Are you kidding me? I was sleeping. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. Why asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it?
naturally.
Isn't it obvious? What are you doing, dog? This murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going on looking for everyone, so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words,
So the murder could have only taken place at some point during nighttime after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were all in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's room to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to bathrooms in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
that's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toku, we stopped by your room as well. But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth. I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so that's hardly an alibi. I know. So what now? You seem to be quite at the disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Okay. Bye, because it counts. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and?
Serious.
Oh, well, I was just thinking when we first found the body, when the body was found, huh? Now I should have looked back at what I did this morning to help me remember what that was. Monokuma's announcement. It was an announcement, Maxie. Woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual, and I headed to the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina, and that was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toku went to go get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. So what time was it then? Now then, Toko, what time is it? We left the gym, it was just before 9. So it's probably 9 on the dot right now. That's right. It had to have been right around 9 o'clock. Now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think that we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job is done. That's a pretty small job. When the body was found has been added to the truth bullet section of your note. Okay, don't know why it says an intense graphic, but... So who does the body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. You are super helpful. Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained in blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byaku has said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. For how much blood there was on the ground, on the body, I didn't see much of it on the ground. Wow, thanks. That was a really big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helps me remember it a lot better too. So thank you, too. Why is the knife not damaged? Is this It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion would have thrown it over here, but it didn't break it? I'm so confused. Why didn't it break it? The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either this knife. It looks very familiar. Wait, is this? That's it. It's the knife that person was holding. This is getting really weird. There's just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. It's the same knife that was used to stab the same masked attacker we found there. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked me I was kind of in a trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife and then maybe and that really is Kyoko. It would mean that Kyoko is the one that attacked me. I mean, why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No. No, it can't be. There's no way. These are some long-ass truth bullets. We're going to fragment or something. They're all bone, I can't really be sure, but I think I've seen this before, but well. Wait, was it there? I'll double check that later. Okay. Just to be sure, I should take a look in the tool shed. This room is dusty and organized, and in any words, a typical tool shed. Is it the top? Wait, was there a top in here before? I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. Lawnmower here. Don't think it has anything to do with the mystery corpse. The top is wet, covered in mud and grime, but the underside is totally clean, completely dry. One side of the top is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. That's the one thing in here that concerns me. There's something covered in the handle. This pickaxe, crazy diamond is the same thing that's in there. Something shaking down, something like that. Okay. I mean, there was some chickens in the chicken coop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I count 4 chickens. 4 chickens.
Yo!
What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there were precisely 5. Yeah, right? What's wrong?
Huh?
There's only 4 chickens in here. Okay, he's freaking out again. That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared. I was down there just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then.
What?
What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world. It's just like a jigsaw puzzle. Even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hero and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? Chicken coop chickens have been added to your truth bullet section. If I check the body more thoroughly, I might be able to find if this is Kyoko or not. Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. They're painted. Well, at least 2 of them were. 3 of them were. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long, but they seem to get in the way of normal activity. There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is that a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it looks like a picture of a dog. It's a wolf. A picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. The upper body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on that part of the body, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got sent apart. I don't dwell on it. In the middle of the body, the white jacket the victim is wearing got totally burnt up. There's only a little piece left. Yep. We saw this. Yep. Okay, what the fuck? Okay. Among whom I found there's really paper, plastic, and people. I don't think it's related to the case, so I think I'll just stay away. But what else is there to look at? The fragments laying around the body. Check out the fragments.
In other words,
Okay. Okay. There's something with this I missed? This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. They set the turn on at 7:30 in the morning, but Monaco that set at the time positively couldn't have been changed. Wait, hold on. The sprinklers turn on 7:30 on each morning, right? But then the body was here before then, and the sprinklers should have gotten it wet, which means the murder must have taken place after the sprinklers. I think I've checked everything I need to check in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are still other areas I need to check, specifically this fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicion. I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's not true, was that also Kyoko that attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko is never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much, but maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room
it's all clear now.
What?
Just give up.
is with Kyoko. I don't like asking him for things. If we come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later at the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, and I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all. Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. But then, will you go with me? So I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later, and we'll see. Depending on my mood, I may go with you or may not. Come back later, huh? Okay, then in the meantime, I should probably go look for somewhere else. I should check out that one area. What one area? The one area? The one area. The one area. Where would that be? The only thing I'm coming up with, right? And it doesn't make much sense, but it's the bathrooms. Are the bathrooms important? I don't remember. Don't remember. It's been so long since I've actually played the game. That's a problem. Wait, is he talking about the massacre room? He might be talking about the massacre room. There's something going on in the gym. I figured out it wouldn't be here.
You know?
The bomb. It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma Rock. For sure. And that bomb went missing, so there's no doubt about it. The fragments I found in the garden are part of the bomb. Okay, I've checked everything else I can think about. All that stuff now is Kyoko's room. Should head back to the garden and ask Kyoko. It's like midnight and I'm doing this. That's a dumb time to be doing anything. Let's be 100% clear. This is a dumb time to be doing things.
Let's go.
Yep. That's also the other reason why I'm not doing a lot of the voices. I'm like, ugh, let me just sleep. I can't log into myself. I need to ask Kyoko. Well then, here we go. Take out the key, send the key, will click. And it's open. Looks like it. Thanks. So this is Kyoko's room. There's something on the table. Looks like a woodblock decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. Those lockers that have really traditional bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Kyoko doing something like that.
Certainly possible.
But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo?
Such ignorance.
Feels a bet I don't see anything interesting, at least not as far as the case is concerned. Oh wait, is no one concerned about how clean this room is? Here's a bathroom. She might have some articles hanging out to dry. I will not look inside.
Such ignorance.
So what, I gotta talk to you now?
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it that you're looking for? Nothing in particular. I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue might help us understand Kyoko. You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here? Sorry? Regardless, if you plan on poking around on random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete, something to give us some direction here. More concrete? Oh, I know. She gave me the letter.
It's true.
Didn't consider it. Yep. I'm sure to have it here somewhere. Found it. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happens to her, I should open it.
Interesting.
Well, something certainly has happened, so open it. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside there was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets. That's all that was in there. Yeah, looks like it. Under the sheets, what could it be? Idiota. But could something be hidden on the sheets? Part of me didn't expect anything to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets, what is this? I found a crumbled up piece of paper. Class 78, student registry. Mokuro Ikosaba.
I see.
It appears to be Mokuro Ikosaba's profile. Yeah, looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room along with the key. It was a key and blah blah blah. That's it. This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish up your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together and then look down the profile sheet. Name, Mokuro Ikosaba. Sex, female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fanir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped and that she had received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Mokuro's profile has been added to the truth bullet section of your notebook. The ultimate soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's in like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction, the other one's sci-fi, and there's no way that you can compare the two. That's how different this is. That's how I saw things as just an ordinary person, but then I never would have imagined I would hear the name Fanir in a place like this. Huh? You recognize it? The Fanir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle crates warmongers. But they do have their uses, they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say I'm intrigued. Every room I've heard says Fanir has already.
Found it!
Wow! I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player and a bit player is becoming our hero. Ah, it's you.
What?
Huh? What have you got your guarding your pretty little hand there? Oh no! You found her profile? So what if we did?
Hey, come on now!
Don't freak out on me. I'm not gonna hold it against her or anything. And in case you're wondering, I won't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivores, you know.
What?
The rule violation's really so unforgivable. You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as the head schoolmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh. So you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course!
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is, now can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting. It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all got together in the main hallway back then, there were 15 people, right? I think the first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding amongst you all. Misunderstanding? Are you saying?
in other words,
That's right. There weren't. That's right. There weren't actually 15 of you.
indeed.
The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. 16? Then.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
This game really does love that flashback, huh?
All the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
The 16th student, Mokuro Ikasaba. She's part of the school life. She's the one making all the regulations is.
Why?
Why?
Huh?
you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because... Like I told you, the Killing Game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. Since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know.
Yes, indeed.
Make sense?
Well, now.
Okay, then that's all you get for now. Or actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigi, so I'm going to share a little secret with you. Seriously? You know she wears those stupid gloves on day in and day out all the time? Don't tell anyone I told you, but... She wears on the cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you get. Monokuma's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. So with that, I'm going to call this an episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.